Stay focused on your workout. Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do. Just like that. Now we're rolling.
Hey, I'll see you later.
Bring it in, everyone! Before we get started, I want to introduce you to a special guest, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He'll be here observing with the coaching staff today, so let's put on a strong effort and show him how we do things around here. We gotta keep teams from getting easy baskets on the break. So let's focus on that transition D. All right, let's get right into some transition drills. Move it! All right, here we go. Focus! Focus! Hey, who got him? Come on, box him out!
One more.
I see you want to work on your three-point shooting. Let's get set up.
You got it. You got it. Come on, man.
Shut up!
Get your head in the game.
Keep it going. Again.
Yeah, let's go! Let's do it!
Hey, hit me up.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
Turn it up! Turn it up! Mark two!
Get the next one.
Next time, man. Next time.
Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
Come on, focus. Man, I can't even watch this.
Hey, see you later, man.
Welcome to a brand new episode of NBA 2K TV. We have so much in store for you this week, including some exciting news.
That's right, the NBA 2K League Season 3 has kicked off, and we caught up with the man behind the mic, Scott Cole. The NBA 2K League.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. The view high above our broadcast location tonight, the Staples Center in Los Angeles. Welcome everyone to NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. Tonight, it's Noche NBA, a celebration of the amazing Latin culture in this league and its fans all around the globe. A great tradition we get to enjoy. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, it took 5 long months, but Anthony Davis's trade request.
And DA, that's the standard for the Lakers organization. Thanks for that report. And this is where the power rankings sort of lock in as we begin to look toward the postseason. You look at Memphis, they're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And when you look at the Lakers, they just crushed expectations all season long. Only a few people thought they could sustain this level of excellence, but here they are.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Bradley is out there with Gobert, and it's O'Neal in at the 3. And for Los Angeles, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Then there's Howard. That's Rajon Rondo. Inching our way toward the end of the season here in the NBA, Doris, and just how much fatigue after all these games and all these months and practices and travel, how much fatigue are these players feeling, you think, right now?
Well, I think NBA players like to tell us, come March, come April, everybody has bumps and bruises. No one is 100%. What you're hoping to do as an NBA organization is manage the rest that you can possibly give to your guys down the stretch of the season. Because the healthier you are going into the postseason, the better off you're going to be.
Jazz on D. It's a 3-point game. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. 6 to shoot. Fires the 3. Rebounded by the Jazz. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
You know what, Greg? There was a lot of standing around in that basketball game. Failing to move bodies and failing to move the basketball is a bad formula.
Now here's Howard. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Out left to the wing. 3-pointer. Gobert pulls it in. James against O'Neal. Mitchell wide open. And the 3 off target. LA's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. To the paint, here's LeBron. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Guys, when you think about the Jazz, you are talking about an elite defensive unit. Rudy Gobert in the middle, the defensive player of the year, and the guys around him are committed to the scheme and outstanding individual defenders.
The first one falls. And the Jazz very disciplined at the defensive end.
Now, Kevin, you have a veteran squad with the anchor Rudy Gobert, one of the elite shot blockers in the entire league. And this is a group that's so important here. They defend without fouling.
Both free throws good from James.
You have to love the leadership of LeBron James. Is he demanding of his teammates? Absolutely. But they can take it because he demands more from himself.
Now here's Gobert. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Now here's Mitchell. He's guarded close. Great D that time from Howard. Here's Davis, and Davis throws it down.
You have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Conley against Rondo. High, arcing shot, and plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And the foul called on Los Angeles.
And already over a decade in the league for Mike Conley. He never got past the numbers game to make the All-Star team in the crowded Western Conference, but make no mistake about it, Conley is star caliber.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And, Greg, you talk to Conley, he'll admit he's been frustrated trying to break through and get that recognition.
Still, the way he plays the game, not focused on his individual numbers, unselfish, and focused on what the team needs to win. Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
It's deflected. Stolen by Michael Conley. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. They recover it, and they're able to recover.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
Last game for the Lakers, they picked up the W against Utah. Conley, the pass to Mitchell. Rebounded by the Lakers.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
To the left side wing. Davis surveying the floor. To the left wing. Clock at 4. And the Lakers making a change here. McGee's checked in. George Niang, he's checked in for Utah. Moutier comes in for Michael Conley. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. James outside. Count it.
Way to create just enough separation to get that shot to go.
Well, to me, that's about skill overcoming size. And how about the fearlessness at the offensive end?
Here's Moutier after the basket by Los Angeles. The Jazz again can't hit it.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
Here's Davis. And it's Bradley with the rebound.
And, you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
Now here's Gobert. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
You can see the improving court awareness of Emmanuel Moutier, having an understanding for when to find his guys.
The pass to McGee. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Moutier with the ball. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Amazing. Even a little bit off target, LeBron knows how to finish the alley-oop.
Los Angeles foul ball. Platoon swap here for the Lakers. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Bradley's checked in for Rudy Gobert. O'Neal comes in for Courtney Lee. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Emmanuel Moutier. And it's Mike Conley in for Williams Goss. Taking a look at the Jazz. Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Then it's O'Neal. Then there's Bradley. And it's Niang in at the power forward. Los Angeles shooting their fourth shot at the foul line here.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And that one misses.
You know, even as Dwight Howard heads for his mid-30s, I believe he can still impact the game. This guy is a physical specimen. He can be a tremendous force as a shot blocker and a rebounder.
Finished off the break. 8 points for him.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Jazz. Trailing by 10. Aston Niang. Back to Conley. From downtown, it's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far. And surely Howard not as explosive as he once was. But as you said, Doris, the presence is still there.
No doubt, Kevin. And this team doesn't need Dwight to put up 20 points. That's not what he's here for. They need rim protection, and they need him to rebound at a high level.
Now here's Conley. They really needed more from him in that loss to the Lakers. Mitchell with it. Picked up by Davis. Shot clock at 6. And it's Mitchell missing.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor. Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Now here's Conley. D right on him. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. And here we go. Here's Davis. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. And it's an 11-point Laker lead.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Conley finds Mitchell. Pass to Niang. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. To the inside. James. And finished off by LeBron.
Now, if you're going to step in front of LeBron James, we're going to question your sanity. Just a freak of nature.
And here is Conley. He's got 7. There's 10 seconds left in the second quarter. Clock at 6. From outside the arc. Good on the triple. Conley's got 6 points in the quarter.
It's Conley's ability to hit the long ball that makes him such an asset. Stretches the floor and creates space.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with head coach Quinn Snyder. Coach, what adjustments are you going to do in the second half?
You just got to keep playing, keep taking the shots, and that's not the issue as much as us not executing on offense. When we don't score, sometimes our defense lags as well.
Everybody wants to see the ball go in the basket first, right? Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. We're seeing a tremendous game from Mike Conley.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So for the Lakers right now, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. That's Rajon Rondo. Then there's Howard. As you and I were just talking about this, as more and more players are going public with their trade requests, do you think that's had a negative impact on the game?
Well, Kevin, I certainly think it makes long-term planning for NBA franchises a lot more difficult because contractually we are not seeing them hold true to the particular organization they may have signed that contract with. The reality is this in today's NBA. You've got to be nimble as an organization, and you have got to be attractive to them. And I mean that with great ownership, great leadership, and who are the players currently in your system. You have got to be incredibly nimble to be successful in today's NBA.
I think you're right on. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
That's about communication between teammates. Dwight Howard, high flying as ever.
Jazz trail by 9. Rondo with the steal. And here we go. Rondo heading to the hoop. And he gets it to go. Rondo's got his first bucket of the night.
And with the pace of today's game.
Checked in for O'Neal. Boudier comes in for Mitchell. And Williams-Goss subbed in for Mike Conley. Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Will make substitutions. The Jazz shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
And although the team didn't have much success last year, Emmanuel Mudiay certainly got his career back, I thought, Doris, in the right direction.
Well, I think for Emmanuel, he had an opportunity for minutes, and he played as he needed to in order to show that he is a capable player going forward. The tools, I think, have always been there for the former number 7 pick. It's about starting to put it together consistently.
Inside, takes it from 10, again, Los Angeles.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Pass to Lee. The pass to Mudiay. 6 on the shot clock. That shot off. Excellent D that time there from McGee.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead. Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love, Greg, is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Gobert dishes to Lee. To the wing on the left. Waiters against Boudier. Over Waiters. And he can't bank that one in. Here's Murray. Banked in off the glass.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, Greg, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
And so it's Los Angeles in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Back right after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
And to me, GA, you love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And Utah, looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter, knocks it loose. Fast break, the Lakers. Floats it up for Murray. No good on the shot. Utah has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Conley's shot is off.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Or sometimes what was once considered a negative becomes a positive. For example, tweeners are now looked at as very valuable assets and very versatile assets.
Yeah, Kev, no doubt. Like, think about how much the game has changed for players like Draymond Green, who was so integral to the success of the Golden State Warriors. Here was a young guy who was considered at one point coming out of college for the power forward and center spot, too small to play the position. But as the NBA has downsized, as it's gotten smaller and faster, Draymond Green can be as important as any other player on a roster.
Morris, you and I were just talking about something Commissioner Silver said the other day about a proposed mid-season tournament. What do you think?
Well, I certainly think if they do move to a mid-season tournament, it's going to have real value for it to matter. To get the fans engaged, something has to be on the line. So, number one, you're going to have 2 goals. Instead of 1 championship, maybe you want to win that mid-season tournament too.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
Waiters passes to Morris from the wing, and he hits the jump shot.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Pass to Morgan. The Jazz working the ball around now. There's the dish to Conley. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Morris has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Now here's Caldwell Pope. Not a lot of room. Morris finds Waiters. Now here's Caldwell Pope. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Conley against Waiters. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. Clock at 6. Back to Conley. And he lays it straight in.
I'm impressed with Conley's scoring ability here. He's an alert guard who understands how to attack the defense.
Now, here is Morris. Morris in basketball, like many sports, you can call some kind of penalty on almost every play. So, with that in mind, where do we draw that line?
I would say that most coaches and most players would say as long as there's consistency with officiating, they can adapt to the way the game is being called. As fans, as broadcasters, what we want to see the game remain free-flowing, fluid, pretty, the ability to move and cut and not be impeded in your progress. That's what I want to see.
And we see that most nights.
No doubt.
.156 left in the 4th quarter. Here's Conley. Waiters grabs the miss. Lakers have gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. And it's Murray with the jam.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. And it's Conley with the ball for Utah. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th. Angeles foul call. Number 20. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Lakers. Alex Caruso comes in for Waiters. And Utah with a change here, too. Williams Goss is checked in for Mike Conley. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for Los Angeles.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And in what's been a solid season, to say the least, tonight's game will push their win total now up to 53.
And on the season, this is going to be their third win in 4 games against this team.
And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Pass to Williams Goss. Lays it in without an inch of room around him.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Well, major height disadvantage. He recognizes that and still able to score it.
A three-pointer is right on target.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt, GA. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here.
Substitution on the court.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
Shoots from 12. And Kuzma gets it to go on the assist by Murray.
And when you give Kuzma that shot, he is going to let it fly. He is so confident in his mid-range.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance.
You can control, and we'll live with the results after, you know? So we just keep our heads down, trust in one another, and look to play a complete game.
Well, you guys listen and are very coachable.
What a great guy. I love having him on the show.
Strong agree. We should have him on more often.
Yeah, I'm going to talk to James after the show. I'm sure he can make that happen.
Oh, yeah. Book it and cook it, Hank.